himself.
No, definitely Ronaldinho is one of the ones, but then Ronaldo.
Nazario.
Nazario.
yeah.
Was
The real Ronaldo.
definitely tough.
The real Ronaldo. The real Ronaldo.
I saw him play. Just
A
amazing,
monster.
bro.
That guy, yeah, he's
something else
phenomenal.
you can't compare.
Even he was fucking fat as hell.
He got fat.
See, he proved that us fat guys can play and still make a fucking
Yo,
work,
his
man.
body, he had
So
his
huge,
shots
bro.
were
His shots were deadly.
Scary,
that one
scary.
shot.
From like,
Oh god.
Quick sample of talent gone to waste. Adriano.
oh my god.
Oh yeah, Adriano, yeah.
But what
That's
happens
right.
because people go through problems and then they find money. Money helps them out with some shit, and then they no money. They're done, and they don't have friends.
I think he was like on the verge of like going to like becoming the best of the best.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
He was fantastic.
He's supposed to come back, supposedly.
He wanted to come back. He came.
No,
he came to here in the United States, but he went to Fort Lauderdale Strikers, where Nene played, and after that, he just disappeared. Like,
no, but I heard he's trying to make a comeback.
He is trying to make a comeback. Yeah,
How old is
yeah.
he now?
He's I know he's in his 30s. I know that. But he could have really succeeded. Oh my god! 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 4-1! 4-1!
You got it first.
Lucho Suarez. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to this. I really should have never put the fucking game on. Speaking of legendary players, Zidane. What do we think about him as a player? Have you guys seen him play before?
I've seen clips, yeah.
That was a maestro.
Now, what do you think of him? Like, really, like, give me a definition of Zidane.
World class player.
World class.
Player.
Definitely.
It's like I remember I watched the video with him against Brazil, and like
All
there
right,
was
come on, man.
players.
Why do you people?
On top,
everybody who comes here has to bash on Brazil. Why?
You're not even Brazilian.
You're saying Brazilian.
For real?
I'm Brazilian.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, what do you think I was? Mexican? Peruvian? I support Peru, but I'm not Peruvian. What?
You're whole Brazilian?
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Huh? Yeah, chill. I ain't Portuguese. Don't.
Talk Portuguese.
Oh, talk Portuguese?
I'm not going to say talk Brazilian because
no, I thought you said I was Portuguese.
No fala português.
No, he doesn't say it right. Chill, don't put me on the spot like that. I'm the host, but that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, back to Zidane. You said you've seen clips of him. Well, you've watched them.
I watched them.
You watched them plenty of times.
Oh, phenomenal.
Bro, simply awesome.
Bro, the way he played, it was just the way he even stopped the ball, he turned and everything. It was just
his touch
made things simple, really simple.
I was just gonna say he made it seem so smooth whenever he played.
I think if he would have ended his career winning that World Cup, that would have been the best.
That would have been awesome.
But then he had that accident with
Materazzi in the head. But again, like that kind of messed up his. But people don't really talk about that much. People just talk about how good he was as a player.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, him if he would have been there on the world on that the final without doing that header to the fucking guy, they would have won the World Cup. I believe they would have won. France would have won it. The way France even got to the final was kind of weird.
Yes,
because
we know.
I think they played Japan or something like that, and they played horrible during group stage or something. I can't remember, but they played really bad throughout the whole season until the final. The final they eliminated Brazil, on that World Cup. I think it was quarterfinals.
Dixon, yes.
Yeah. So I mean,
they eliminated Brazil. We get it.
And for me, I was rooting for Brazil, but.
There we go. Finally, Jesus Christ, I have some fucking support.
The second team I always root for is Brazil. The first team I always is Peru. If Peru's not in it, Brazil is my second team. So.
Numero uno.
Peru.
Okay, now, all right. So you all described to me what Zidane's like as a player. Yeah. Now, give me your perspective on him as a coach.
Well, for me, I think he thinks more of a player than a coach in Madrid.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like he can actually connect to the players more as
because of the fact that he was a player, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So he brings his experience as a player onto the sideline as a coach.
So maybe the way he's saying it to how he's a brand new coach and he just brought up to Madrid. I feel like the way he's saying it and sets up like certain like maybe like practices and like the way he talks to the players,
Yeah.
the players can actually relate to him and the situation that they're in as
Okay.
to like
Yeah.
Zidane.
I get you.
So
That's
that's
a
what
good point.
leads to success for the team.
Definitely. Adonis. Yeah. This is a
Yeah, what?
podcast. You can't shake your
Yeah,
head.
you can't.
Oh yeah, I was like, are they
Adonis
recording
is
me?
shaking his head. Agreeing. Yeah. Dixon, you as a coach, you're a coach and a player.
Yeah.
What do you think on Zidane as a coach? What he's done so far with Madrid?
I think he's done great stuff. He has adapted real quick. As soon as he went in, you could see the way Real Madrid played. Way different. The style that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You could see the way they were moving. You could see the way they were set up in the field. So I mean, in general, I think he's done great. He's the first coach that won for Real Madrid two Champions League in a row.
Oh shit, that's right. Is that the first time in history that a club wins back-to-back Champions League?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man.
So I mean, like he's done that. His first year, I think he won the what's it called, the league, something. But he won a few cups, bro. Then he won the what's it called,
La Liga.
Obviously La Liga, but then the other one, the international.
FIFA Club World Cup.
So
I really hate Madrid.
they won some good stuff with him, and he actually gave the guys some chances, like.
That's true. He brought up
Asensio and all like that. Obviously, James with him kind of didn't, like I said, didn't fit in the game plan.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's why. So, James is not there no more. James is not there no more. So.
Okay, so with what you three just said about him being a player and a coach, which one do you think is better? Zidane player or Zidane coach?
You're comparing two different things.
Yeah.
No, it's not me comparing it. That's why I'm bringing this up. His former teammate from
Wait,
Juventus.
you have to explain though. Better? Which one is he better at?
Yeah, it's two different things, and I completely agree with you guys. But his former teammate, Tachinardi, I have no idea who that is. When he played at Juventus, I say Zidane is better as a manager because Mother Nature helped him. He didn't need any tips. He entered the pitch and played like when he was a kid. Zidane was and is football on the pitch. Now, it's tough to compare because on the pitch, as a player, you do things that you can't do as a coach.
Yeah.
But the same thing with a coach. As a coach, you can't do the same things, on the sideline that you do on the pitch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's different. But, I mean, Zidane's a fantastic player, and now he's a fantastic coach. So, I mean, do you guys agree with this former teammate of his? That he is better as a coach rather than a player? See, that's what I'm saying. It's tough
I
to think
say
about.
yes. I just say yes.
You think he's better as a manager rather than...
Yeah, because he saw all the shit that the coaches have done with him in the field when they even had the Galacticos, and Galacticos did not win shit at all. Like, it was just a waste pretty much of money. He saw what it could be done with just normal players. He saw the mistakes that were done. He also had a good Ancelotti was right there, like when he was like what's it called, assistant.
Yeah.
So I mean, he learned a lot.
Yeah,
So, and you move the way you. Each coach has their own philosophy, and I think Zidane's philosophy was great for Real Madrid. The way they played, Zidane was playing there for a long time. He knows the way, so he knows what to do.
Yeah, because of that experience
as a
with
player,
Cardinal.
as a player, he's a great player. But as a manager, you move the pieces now. You're incorporating your own knowledge. Because as a player, you're only a player. As a player, you're there. You can tell your teammates, right, something. But as a manager, you're telling the whole team what to do, and they're playing your style way.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So maybe his style now is implemented into the players he has now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's why he picks certain players in his own formation in order to execute in the field and against different teams.
Yeah.
Which results into like success, like against Juventus and winning the UCL like 2 times in a row.
Shit, I didn't think about it like that. You guys made me feel stupid now. Because I was over here, as I'm, reading this article, I'm over here like, no, this guy's a retard. Like, he's way better as a player. Because, of what he contributed to each team that he played for. But now that you guys are talking out of your ass is. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you. Dennis, you don't have a say in this.
It's hard. For
It
me.
is tough, yeah,
Yeah.
because I
I'm
mean,
like you, and I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know what to say because what he did on the pitch was just something that not a lot of players have done or can do.
Or able to do.
Yeah, or able to do. You know, he created. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he create that 360 turn?
Yeah.
Right, he created that. Like, what the fuck, man?
Word, like,
You know, like
smoothly.
yeah, and then that volley, that famous volley that he did
From the corner.
yeah.
oh
know?
yeah. I know what you're.
You know, he was actually in an interview yesterday. He said that his goal was still better than Ronaldo's. I was like, yo, I don't know about that.
So his reaction?
Huh?
His
Yeah,
reaction?
I forgot to post it. You know, I'm gonna post that later. His reaction was funny. Like, I think his reaction was pretty much everybody else's reaction. Like, oh my god, that did not just happen in front of my eyes. Holy shit. Okay. So basically, Dixon and Caesar agree that he is better as a coach. Adonis, his head isn't in the podcast. Mine, I'm confused. So let's move on. Lewandowski.
Lewa.
You want him at Real Madrid?
Yes.
Why?
Whose spot is he gonna take? Benza.
Of course.
Of course. Who's Benzema?
That's not even the
Benzema's not
question.
even. Benzema's name's not even as heavy as it used to be.
Yeah, I know.
So why would you want Lewandowski at Real Madrid?
Well, overall, watching him play at Bayern, I feel like
He's a monster.
he's like
He's literally one of those monsters from Space Jam. If you ever seen Space Jam,
Yeah.
and you saw those monsters, that's literally what Lewandowski is. Like, he makes me shit my pants.
I don't know, man. I don't think he would fit in that type of team.
You know why I don't think he would fit in, and I've said this in some previous episodes. I think Dixon was in it. His ego would not fit with Ronaldo
Yep.
because Ronaldo's the goal scoring machine. You put Lewandowski in there, and Lewandowski's not going to put up with that.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, no, either
Exactly.
Ronaldo or me.
One has to
basically.
shine.
Same
One
thing
has
with
to shine.
Cavani anymore.
It's the same way with Cavani anymore. But I feel like Cavani anymore, they kind of
Yeah,
they
there's-
found a way to kind of
They
smooth
talked
it
about
out.
it.
Yeah,
They talked
because it's the
about
same thing with
For
Ibra
sure.
and Cavani. At the beginning, you were like, shit, like, what the fuck's gonna happen? And they ended up working well together. So
That's hard. Lewa coming from everything. Like, he was the top scorer.
he was fantastic at Dortmund. He's still
And
he actually improved in Bayern. Now at Real, if he goes to Real Madrid, like,
Which I doubt. I doubt.
I mean, anything can happen. Real
Two
Madrid.
different styles of playing, too, I think.
Lewandowski for me is a literally a number 9. Like, he's a definition of a number 9, just
Yeah.
like Suarez is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he'd fit at Real Madrid.
Neither.
You know, because what Benzema is, he's a new generation kind of number 9 that provides for the team rather than scores for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what do you think on this? Should Lewandowski move and head on to Madrid and play with Ronaldo, or should he stay put?
It's a bigger team. Definitely a 9, but I mean, definitely you need a 9 like him.
Lewandowski, of course.
Yeah. Now, conditions, the club puts the condition. Obviously, the player puts the condition, but you never know if he's gonna work or not until he is there.
Yeah.
So you can't say, oh, I don't think. What happened with Zlatan? Zlatan goes to MLS and then becomes Zlatan Nation.
Jesus Christ.
So you never know. So you have doubts, but at the end of the day, until you see it happen, you can't really, What about if Lewandowski does work there and adapts to everything, and then he becomes top scorer with Ronaldo? Then you're gonna be like, oh.
See, my problem is the ego. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you have someone like Ronaldo who wants everything and wants that spotlight and wants to be the only one that scores the goals?
Bring in somebody who wants
Bring
the
in
same
someone
thing.
who wants the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that possible? See, I can say that I would be able to see Ronaldo play with Messi rather than Ronaldo play with Lewandowski.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Messi would be able to produce for him. And, Messi can score goals left and right. But he's more of a producer rather than a goal scorer.
Yeah.
Whereas Lewandowski is more of a goal scorer and
Produce.
and
Ronaldo as well.
yeah, that asshole. He's the same thing. He's a producer. He's a goal scorer.
I prefer Icardi though.
Really?